So I've been wanting to do a series on this sort of stuff for a while just because it amuses me and reminds me that I was a ridiculous child. So what I'm going to be talking about today is my 6th grade self-insert Harry Potter fanfiction. That's right. When I was in 6th grade, I created a fanfiction where I was going to Hogwarts, and it was a bit of a crazy story. So, first, a little bit of background here. I am very tall, and I was very tall in 6th grade. I had very big, poofy, curly brown hair, and I was obsessed with critters and monsters and animals. And this was my default setting before I discovered the mightiness of Hagrid. So when Hagrid showed up in Harry Potter's book, it was like, my spirit animal had appeared. So little 12, 11-year-old me, however old I was, got very excited when a character like Hagrid appeared. And connected immediately with this giant old man. So when it comes to the actual story here, you'll see in the story, some importance there. A little more background. In this world, Harry Potter doesn't exist. Neither does Ron or Hermione. It's basically just the teachers that really exist. The main bad guy, I would say, in this universe can turn into a dragon. And in this wonderful fiction, he is my father. And my mother was somebody who could turn into a unicorn. So I'm a half unicorn, half dragon girl. My mother, when she found out she was pregnant with me, she kept it hidden from my evil father. And upon my birth, placed me in a basket, Moses style, and floated me down a river, because originality for 6th graders, that's great. Floating down the river, I was discovered by a griffin, and this griffin started raising me until I got just a little bit older, and Hagrid discovered me on his travels. Because Hagrid would totally know this random griffin who found this random baby. And so then I was raised by Hagrid at Hogwarts. Seemingly normal baby who just looked weirdly like she was related to Hagrid, so people didn't really question it. If I remember correctly, I didn't appear to have any magical powers. So I was a muggle child being raised on the Hogwarts grounds by Hagrid, the groundskeeper. And then the story goes on to say that Hagrid convinced the very nice Dumbledore to let me start going to some classes because it was, only fair since I was being raised at Hogwarts to get to go to some of the classes. And that's how I started, attending classes, even though I couldn't do magic or something. So, of course, some of the teachers and other students didn't like that. Namely, there was Draco Malfoy, so there were some of the students. Draco Malfoy and Snape. This was way before any of the later stuff. This is the first, 3 books or so. Okay, so I'm attending Hogwarts classes even though I don't have any magic. I am secretly the daughter of a dragon and a unicorn wizard, and I am raised by Hagrid. And a griffin. I was raised also by a griffin. Going further into the story, I of course needed a pet, because, that's important in the Harry Potter universe. And I didn't want an owl or a rat or a cat or a toad. And being the adopted daughter of Hagrid, of course I wouldn't have anything normal. So I had a pterodactyl. Because if dinosaurs were going to exist anywhere, it would apparently be in the Harry Potter universe. So I had this amazing pterodactyl pet, and I loved it greatly, even though I don't remember what type of name I gave it. And we were very close, or as close as, Hedwig and Harry were, to my pterodactyl. And well, my pterodactyl wasn't allowed to stay in my dorm room with me, so it had to stay in the owlry, even though it wasn't an owl. And, owlries aren't exactly built for pterodactyls, and, it wasn't a very big pterodactyl. It was about the same size as owls. So, living in the owlry, one day, my pterodactyl wound up dead, murdered by an eagle owl that belonged to Draco Malfoy. Because fanfiction. So I was very upset, and I was in potions class, and Professor Snape makes some snide comment about my stupid pet, and I lose it. And suddenly, I start to transform, and I turn into a dragon, and everyone's screaming and running around because suddenly there's a dragon in the classroom. I fly out the window and scramble around, and everyone's off to try to capture me, and all of a sudden, as they're trying to capture me, I turn into a unicorn! Because I can apparently turn into a unicorn and a dragon. Unicorn hooves are not as good at standing on rooftops as dragon claws. So, I fall off, and they catch me, and they realize who I am. I am the daughter of Dragon Man and Unicorn Lady. And then I guess the story goes on because I also remember specifically having a pet bat fox. Like, half bat, half fox. Not like flying fox, but like straight up bat fox. So, I guess I couldn't decide between a pterodactyl and a mythological creature that doesn't exist. So I somehow found a way for me to have both by murdering one of them gruesomely. For plot reasons. So, yeah. That's my Harry Potter fanfiction from 6th grade, where I was the daughter of a dragon and a unicorn lady, raised by Hagrid and a griffin, had a pet pterodactyl who was brutally murdered, but also had a fox bat. Man, was I creative. Well, I hope you guys found this at least vaguely interesting. I have wanted to do some other stories, some more original ones. I have wanted to do some other stories, whether it be like some more original ones or some more terrible middle school fan fiction. But I thought I would share how ridiculous I was as a child. Thank you for watching, and I hope to do another one of these soon. Bye! I fall off, and they catch me, and I fall off, and they catch me. I can't record with cats.